Hello and welcome to you all as our coverage of the opening fixture of the International Champions Cup gets underway. It is a slightly new concept for some of you, but it is a special invitation event held both stateside and in Asia, as it has been since 2013. Interest in the competition has been phenomenal. It has drawn in crowds of over 100,000, which signal again that football is indeed a worldwide sport. It presents a rare opportunity for fans who cannot travel to watch their clubs or their favourite players to see them right on their own doorstep. One glance and you know where we are. It is one of the most recognisable arenas for the beautiful game in the world. And boy, does it add to the occasion. Well, there is a party atmosphere here, a very, very good turnout.
Yes, Peter, as you have intimated, a great stage for both clubs. A chance for supporters to see their team up close and personal too. And indeed an opportunity to grow the fan base and of course expand into new markets. The success of these events is triggering more, and it's wonderful to know that there's a huge appetite to keep them coming, and I hope they do.
There's the whistle. Xhaka stuck out a leg for a good challenge, and it's been taken straight back.
Well, there's a lot of movement out wide now.
Yeah, you can certainly see that.
Well, I think it's a move to open the game up more, whether out wide or just getting a runner through the middle now. Well, neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted.
And that's been levered clear. Shoots! Boots it to safety. Gets his foot in there. Could move up a gear here. Sidwell. And it's Stocker. Keeps everyone guessing. Gets wrestled off the ball. Xhaka. Copenhagen get it back again. It's a decent ball. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So both sides have drawn blanks. They have toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, they've never really been threatened in the first half. I think it's been a magnificent team effort. The work rate has been superb. Very, very organised.
Basel head to the dressing room, not yet having broken through. Tight, cagey game. Not the team any further forward than they were when they started out. So we're already into the second period.
FC Basel clearly have been the better side for me. Yeah, I know the score doesn't quite reflect it, but if they go about their game in the same manner as the opening 45 minutes, things really should improve.
It's come loose. More than happy to take the muscular approach. towards the flank. Tosses it, the shot's on! What about it? And that is the goal we've all been yearning for. However they tried to stand in his way, he just was not to be denied.
Oh, this fella's as slippery as a eel the way he freed himself to score. I mean, for that defence, it was a case of, now you've got him, now you don't. Brilliant.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, whatever the manager said in that dressing room at half-time, it's worth the treat.
Copenhagen keeping their men at arm's length here.
Yeah, I just think it's a conservative move to deny runners the opportunity of going beyond that rear guard.
Copenhagen ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. Looking for space out wide. Stocker. He's gone for it! Really well taken goal. There seemed no way back, but they are level.
FC Basel are really pouncing on any stray passes in midfield. We're talking seconds from interception to the back of the net. It's counter-attacking heaven.
Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change. That has certainly made things interesting.
Look, get your seatbelts on, because this is showing all the signs of another roller coaster ride.
Going through, going for goal! He's got away with one there.
That's what all good teams do these days. Pressing from the front is highly effective.
Doy.
Copenhagen merit full marks for their attitude and application in trying to win this. It means an awful lot, obviously.
He's got the ball, he's got the space.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Aimed long and direct, cuts it out. Forward it goes. Damon Doy spreads it towards the left. Sidwell. Oh, good interception. And that is that. So it's ended in a draw, draft and everything apart from a winning goal that never came. An intriguing contest and a result which at least partly satisfies all. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Listen, the more this game went on, a draw was always likely to be on the card. So overall, I don't think anyone will be complaining too much about what they've got.
Thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Well, it is day 2 of the International Champions Cup. The fans getting another chance to see some of their favourite clubs from Europe and beyond. A real party atmosphere, dare I say it, a carnival of an atmosphere. Further evidence of the increasing popularity of the beautiful game in countries where previously it wasn't thought possible. The clubs really are putting in a massive effort too, with fan interaction, a big theme in the time between matches. And the players, I'm glad to report, seem thoroughly to be enjoying their newfound widespread fame as well. Saitama Stadium looking a terrific picture as always. One of Asia's best purpose-built stadia. So the pivotal day, we should know which way this competition is going by the end of it.
Yeah, Peter, and as previously mentioned, hopefully football will be the biggest winner here. It's a tournament that, I think it's fair to say, doesn't demand the heights of competitiveness. You know, fitness plays an important part and the chance to introduce emerging talent. But it all adds up to a tremendously popular event, and you only have to listen to the noise in this stadium to feel how invested these supporters are.
So it's down to business here. Vitolo. Hernandez. It's got through. Going through. Just brushed off the ball there. Good determined running there, but one back by the defence.
It's admirable, but ultimately he didn't know when to look for support.
Stasic. Costa. Rodriguez pushes it out wide. Diego Costa. He's gone for it! And he's found the net! There is the breakthrough! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Yeah, tempted and teased the keeper into thinking he could get to it, but it just eased away to catch the inside of the post.
Big occasion, big goal, crucial lead. Xhaka. Arias. Saul. And it's Correa. Arias. Correa. Ball's gone out of play. Sidwell. Over to the left. Going for goal! Great ball to play him in, but he will be gutted to miss that.
It's easy to say it, but difficult to stop it when runs in behind are being made like that.
Gone back to the keeper. Tries to get it forward quickly. Gets into some space. Played out to the right. Reaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Xhaka. And back to base. Aimed long and direct. Sidwell plays it out to the wing. Here it comes. And he just whacks it away. And the shot! There's a goal! Deep into first half stoppage time, a crucial goal.
An exhibition in how to finish with a minimum of fuss.
Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Genuinely interesting game here, very, very watchable. 2 goals, 1 each. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Yeah, I think they'll be happy with that scoreline. I just hope the second half is as good as the first. It's been pulsating stuff.
They come for the break with nothing to separate them. The score 1-1. We are already promptly back underway.
FC Basel clearly have been the better side for me. Yeah, I know the score doesn't quite reflect it, but if they go about their game in the same manner as the opening 45 minutes, things really should improve.
Oh, good ball. Regardless of the outcome, it is good to see someone running at the defence like that.
Well, you could see he was eager to get a shot away, but there was too much flesh and bone in his path.
They've got it back as soon as they gave it away. Griezmann. Forward it goes. Gets it, and now what? Hits one! Oh, he's hit the bar! That's a half-decent try.
I don't need to tell you he got underneath it, and there's only one place it can go.
Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur. Aimed long and direct, and it's Saul. There's a long ball, and it's got through. Surely! James Rodriguez. So who's he picking out?
Oh, super tackle. They were outnumbered and under the cosh. That had to be spot on, and it was.
Could try cutting inside here. Now it's Koke. Time to deliver. Now the ball's come loose and the chase is on. And that has been clubbed away. And the counter is on. Play for a goal kick.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Griezmann.
Look, this can still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but there's still time for some ebb.
He could... has a hit! Goal at his mercy, and somehow he's missed it.
Well, maybe the tension around this game played a part in that, because he should have put them ahead then.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. Well, the referee's seen the board, and he's going to allow a double change to go ahead now. Well, needless to say, he was expecting a better ball than that.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
It's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. And it's Koke. That's sprayed out wide. Tries to get it forward quickly. Savage gets it back. Koke. And there goes the final whistle. A very good game of football. No winner. But both sets of fans have got their money's worth. Fine entertainment. And it ends all square. What are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Well, that was an exercise in teamwork, cohesion and doggedness, Peter. A refusal to accept defeat.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you. Well, hello and welcome to our coverage of the final day of the International Champions Cup, an event which has seen clubs invited here from right around the globe. This may have only been a short tournament, but it is one that has certainly left its mark here for all the right reasons. The games have been very largely watchable, more than decent, played in a very good spirit, and everybody who has taken part deserves great credit for bringing the game to a new market. Turnout has been fantastic throughout the event, and it is certainly the case here today as well. Let us hope that it all ends just as well. So what a stage for the players to take to here ahead of such an important game. This has been quite an event, and it's an event that should grow from strength to strength from now on.
Well, I think all the signs are pointing in the right direction, Peter. If the respective atmospheres are anything to go by, we have to tip our hats to the organisers and the clubs that have made the commitment. Here's hoping we'll all get to return next year. I've certainly enjoyed being part of such an enthusiastic tournament, and we still have plenty to look forward to here.
And we're underway. Chiellini. Alexandro. Chan. Good running with the ball. Can they build on it? Out to the left it goes. Gets into some space. He's got the ball glued to his feet. Massive leap! Oh, just couldn't turn it in.
I have to commend the wing play, but I have to condemn the defending. They've got to stop the cross.
That is a poor kick by the keeper, being intercepted. João Cancelo does well to read it and intercepts. João Cancelo. Can he score? We've got a goal!
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
Big occasion, big goal, crucial lead. Going through. Lovely bit of skill. Aimed long and direct. And here's the chance to counter. Bernardeschi. He's got options out wide. Nicely controlled. Ronaldo goes short. And out to safety. Out wide to the right. Could move up a gear here. Good ball. There's no flag. He's got away. Away from immediate danger. Bentancur. Just brushed off the ball there. Forward it goes. Basel get it back again. Sidwell.
Oh, super tackle. They were outnumbered and under the cosh. That had to be spot on, and it was.
Kuzmanovic. Over to the left. João Cancelo positions himself well and cuts it out. Kuzmanovic. There's the whistle for half-time. And there we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It was very, very tight.
Well, it hasn't exactly gone to plan so far, but there's no need to panic. There's still plenty of time to get back into this. As always, an early goal would help swing things back in their favour.
We're promptly into the second 45 minutes.
Well, it seems like the perfect situation for fortune favouring the brave.
Is it in? And that would have been some goal.
Well, at least the crowd are appreciative of his efforts.
Chan with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Coached through there. He's left his man. He's in. He's had a go. The ball's come loose and the chase is on. Tries to get it forward quickly. And the flag has stayed down. Hits one. Worth a try. Shame about the outcome.
Well, it was certainly an acrobatic effort. I mean, it was probably the best option for him, but they're never easy to pull off.
Time for a change in personnel. Bernardeschi.
Well, we don't need to guess that they expect plenty of ball into the box.
It's quite a crowd scene in the middle now.
Well, it's a situation that requires resilience now and plenty of fighting spirit. It has to be matched.
Chiellini boots it to safety. It's gone a long way up and away.
FC Basel are definitely going about this the right way.
Jim, there's not too much subtlety or sophistication about this. It really is a question of needs must.
Just has to be done.
Rich Stocker. Sidwell.
FC Basel are definitely not going down without a scrap. Their attitude just can't be faulted.
João Cancelo, looking for space out wide. Bernardeschi will try cutting inside here. He just whacks it away.
I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out.
And the flag's up. Knocks it away. Played out to the right. This goes for goal! It's in! 2 up now, and they are cruising. Well, from right in front of goal, there was no way he was going to miss.
Yeah, it looks simple, Peter, but it requires intelligent use of space and good understanding to pull it off.
Two up and very little time. And the referee brings it to a close. Well, this hurts. The pain of defeat very evident, and there are hard lessons to be learnt from it all when they regroup. Would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Yeah, class really did tell on this occasion, Peter. There was a vacuum between the teams and one got hoovered up.
Thank you very much, Jim. Basel stand at the dawn of yet another league campaign. The overwhelming question being, of course, how ready are they? It's a great time to be a fan. Smiles are beaming, expectations are up. They've been deprived of the game during the off-season. It feels like an eternity. New hopes, new faces, but the same old game. That match-day feeling is well and truly back. The city of Basel, known so much for its beauty, and that beauty certainly extends to the stadium. Everybody waiting to get the season underway. Everybody equal on the start line.
Yes, Peter, and I believe that year on year the game is going from strength to strength. It's impossible for that not to happen because of the increasing wealth. That attracts the best talent and management and, of course, greater expectation. The boundaries have to continue being stretched unto the limit. Supporters have an insatiable appetite to want more excitement and entertainment, so...
Header! A great save, real class.
The keeper really dug out his defence then, a magnificent effort.
Still goalless at the moment. that's nice. Kuzmanovic boots it to safety. Basel posted an article on their site in praise of their manager. It was quite a year for him, wasn't it?
Last season couldn't really have gotten any better for him, but he's created another level of expectation.
Shapes to shoot! Played out to the right.
Well, they would seem to be trying to expose the centre of that defence to runners.
It makes for some terrific movement.
It does, and
Looking to shoot! Managed to get it away. With a delicate ball, drilled in low. Sidwell. Has gone out. Can he put it away? Knocks it away. Shot a goal! And oh! Goal! Basel! And right on half-time, that is telling. He was so alert to the possibilities there. Great stuff.
oh, Peter, you can't teach that. You either have it or you don't. His anticipation is on another level to everyone else's. Superb.
Deadlock broke. The first half is done. So there you have it, a close-fought half of football, but one that still had its moments, but ultimately produced just one goal. A more than decent game up to now. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
FC Basel merit their advantage on the balance of play. They did most of the probing and got their reward, although they should have a bigger lead. Could come back to haunt them.
Basel come in, having established that lead, a game where the narrative is, at least in terms of the scoreline, so far so good. Already up and running for the second half.
FC Basel really need to go and grab another goal now, Peter, if they're going to go on and secure this.
Keeper goes long. Great strength, too strong for his opponent.
This defence just doesn't trust itself to play a higher line.
Frightened of people getting in behind.
Yeah, absolutely. It just opens up the opportunity of not only strikers getting behind, but the runners from midfield too.
Plays it long. Chance! There's no flag. And he's whipped it in low. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
Jim, there's not too much subtlety or sophistication about this. It really is a question of needs must.
Well, there's no two ways about it. This is what they have to do.
Forward it goes. Referee's given a throw. So the ball's gone out of play and a change is upcoming. Basel still one up. Well defended, that had to be done.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
He's through, now is he in? And he's away. Sidwell! He scores! 2 up now, and they are cruising.
I think he just thought about trying his luck from further out there, but why bother when you can worm your way through a defence like that? It's terrific play to get through and score.
There's some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Basel have a couple of goals without reply. It's 2-0. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Sidwell. There goes the final whistle. Basel have their win on opening day. The season perfectly teed up. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
FC Basel have plenty to be pleased about with a well-earned 3 points. I'd call it a performance of smart professionalism.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening. Well, whatever time of day or night it is with you, welcome along to a game which is threatened, I have to tell you, by a rather forbidding weather forecast. The expectation is for quite heavy rain as the game grows older this evening. It hasn't arrived just yet, but it will do shortly. Glad to report, though, that that hasn't affected the crowd, who are here in good number and indeed in good voice. And the game will be underway very soon. Today's venue, one of the most picturesque around, the St. Jakob Park here in Basel. There's the whistle.
Look, this isn't likely to be decided by the best formation or a tactical game plan. When you meet the enemy, it's all about heart and passion and who wants it more. This won't be soft and gentle.
Basel made a good start to their campaign. A win on day one, up and running. Drilled in, and a shot! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
Knocks it away. Shoots! Pinged forward. Forward it goes. He's made sure that that won't get through. Young boys are playing with a pleasing width here.
Especially that front line.
Is it working for you?
It's not movement for the sake of it, and yes, it is working for me. There's a purpose to create space.
Fired in. And that's been levered clear. Sidwell. The ball needed to be better there. It's a wasted chance. Well played, he saw that coming. Oh, he's in! Time to deliver. Good clearance and very necessary. Looks to clip it forward. And it's hoisted clear. Keeper has beaten it away. He's got options out wide. And he's there to cut it out. Cleared without complication. Space to get it forward quickly. And it's got through. So who's he picking out? There are a few waiting for it. That's a look and place it in. There's the end of the first half. So another team has broken through, but certainly not for the want of trying. It's been an interesting game up to now, but still goals. How to review the first half?
Well, I think despite the scoreline, it's been watchable and enjoyable. We certainly had a vibrant start, and if we were going to see a goal, it should have come then. But the odds are favourable for this second half.
An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0. And we are already promptly back underway.
FC Basel playing well with lots of opportunities and plenty positives to take from the first half. Despite this scoreline, converting chances would make a world of difference for them.
Shot at goal! It's bounced out! Really well taken goal. First blood drawn. That's no fluke, it's what he was there for.
Well, look, there's only one player who merits all the praise for that. Not only did he finish it, but his instincts for being where he was, absolutely top-notch.
Basel get themselves into the lead.
Well, listen, a few words of advice and encouragement from the manager during the break can often straighten things out, and it's paid off here.
And it's sprayed out wide. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Danger averted for now. And the weighted pass. Here it comes. Clears it out of harm's way. Loose ball, who's going to get that?
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities. This defence just doesn't trust itself to play a higher line.
Frightened of people getting in behind.
Yeah, absolutely. It just opens up the opportunity of not only strikers getting behind, but the runners from midfield too.
Aimed long and direct. Oh, really good feet from him. The only goal came in the early moments of the second period, and it's 1-0.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
And help's available out wide.
FC Basel probably could have killed things off, but they should be okay here.
Forward it goes. Still going. Where to next? There's the delivery.
That's a case of crossing in hope.
So that's it. It is all over. Basel win it by the only goal. Result, no question, the most important thing, however it came. Final score, 1-0. Well, how will we look back on that?
FC Basel made their intentions clear that nothing else but a win would do. These games are always tough, you know, it's not always about form, it's not always about class or style, it's about pride, and they showed loads of that. Their attitude was spot on today.
Well, good day to you wherever you are. You join us on a day where the weather just may have an impact on a football match that has been much anticipated. It's dry at the moment, but the forecast is that it will be wet, perhaps very wet by the time the game is underway, and certainly by the time of the second half. The crowd, though, are here, and they are in good form. There's a right old cacophony going on. The atmosphere's terrific, and kickoff is moments away. Well, this really is a great venue. It adds so much character to every game it stages. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Here it comes. Goes for goal! It's broken loose! Wrestled off the ball. Basel have won 2 of 2 so far, promising early signs. Sidwell gets it back. Battles to win it back. Aimed long and direct, so it is still 0-0. Into the box. Some clever movement up front.
Yeah, they're playing with a false 9. No one's really holding a fixed position up there.
How does that work?
Well, I think it's an attempt to just confuse this defence with constant interchange and different movement.
Tosses in a low one. And he's there to hoof it away. Sidwell! Mighty close.
Oh, and it's such a good effort, and maybe the target really should have been hit.
Forward it goes. Tries to get it forward quickly. Until half-time, and it is still goalless.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
To shoot! Goal! Basel! Deep into first half stoppage time, a crucial goal!
Well, when the game's played like that, it's made to look very simple. You know, I love watching football like this. Easy, effective, 1-2 and bang. Thanks very much.
Deadlock broke, and that'll be the last act of the first half. So there you have it, a close-fought half of football, but one that still had its moments, but ultimately produced just 1 goal. A more than decent game up to now.
Well, they showed glimpses of some wonderful football to go in with the lead at half-time, and that's definitely pleased the fans. I think they'll be looking to keep this intensity up now in the second half.
Basel head for the dressing room in possession of a 1-0 lead. Just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
And he's looking at the referee, and the referee is shaking his head. Basel are still buoyed by that big derby win last time out.
They're actually not getting too tight, which is interesting.
No.
It's probably cautionary. Don't dive in, try to pinch it or intercept so nobody can get in behind.
Your impressions so far, Jim?
Well, Peter, if they're attempting to see out the game with such a narrow advantage, there's room for trouble. I just think they're sending out the wrong message. This could backfire.
And it's been taken short. Out to the left it goes.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
Jim, there's not too much subtlety or sophistication about this. It really is a question of needs must.
Just has to be done.
Basel got their goal at the end of the first half, and it's 1-0. Chance to squeeze it through. No, not quite. It's it into the middle.
Peter, they have to fight the onset of desperation and keep enough cool heads to still deliver.
And it's got through. Now Sidwell! Really well taken goal. And this is getting better and better. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Now that's what I call finishing, right in the corner. He knew instinctively who was where. He didn't need to waste any time weighing things up. That's a cracking goal.
We have got changes here, from both sides in fact. Basel could not have picked a better time to snatch a two-goal lead. Is there still time for a response? Mr. Dickon has a swing at it! The whistle has gone and it is all over. Solid, if not especially fancy, always in control. They did enough to win it. What are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Of course, we all love to watch the creative side of the game and goal scorers, but there's an art to good defence too, and their organisation and discipline has helped earn this win.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you.
Fortunately, it's my art. What you listen to is my heart. I probably lose heart cause I shared so much. I probably lose friends cause I care about my people more than catching out stars. Peace to the ones on my side as my eagles. Peace to the ones bridging gaps of the people. No, my strength don't come from the evil. I sing songs from my heart cause I am me. From the day I started to the day I departed. All that I want to be. I am me. From the day I started to the day I departed. All that with it in the end for the lessons I know, with it for the strength that I see I hold, with it in the
broken, bruised and burned, but the lessons never learned, twisted, tied and turned. But I like the way it hurts. I don't know what to do with myself right now. I can't think
very good evening to you on what is pretty close to an ideal evening for football. There is barely a cloud evident. The world and his wife have gone to great lengths to be here for a match of great consequence and massive interest in these parts. Barely a breath of wind, so the football has no excuses for not being at its very best. The teams I know are pumped for this. There are fantastic scenes in the stands. There is a great sense of drama here, a great sense of excitement and expectation. It's a venue this which simply adds to the spectacle of the game it stages. One of the most impressive... The shot's on! Goal! The Netherlands! And it's the Netherlands who take the lead.
An exhibition in how to finish with a minimum of fuss.
Belgium didn't expect this, that's for sure. What can they do now? And he's there to cut it out. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
The Netherlands just had to make the ball stick, but came up short.
Sidwell. The Netherlands are enjoying a good spell right now and leading. Looks to clip it forward. Once again for a throw-in. Well, that's not going to go down too well with his teammates. Hazard. And it's Januzaj. The Netherlands scored early, of course, and it's 1-0. Crosses in a look, hits one! Really well taken goal. They have done it! They have their equaliser! Finishing doesn't come simpler than that. Bang in front of goal.
And that's what the game is all about. Find space and finish, but we have to credit the pass to pick him out.
Belgium grab the equaliser and we're all square.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides, and with such great individual talent on show, it could go either way.
And he's cut it out. Alderweireld can hoist it clear. Hazard. De Bruyne. Now a chance to break. Aimed long and direct. It looked promising, but eventually thwarted without doing any harm. And it's De Bruyne. And that's sprayed out wide. It's a loose ball. Hazard. A chance to play it in. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Turns and goes back. That'll be the last act of the first half. Genuinely interesting game here. Very, very watchable. 2 goals, 1 each. So in they come for the break with nothing to separate them. The score 1-1. So we're into the second 45. Strootman. Alderweireld. De Bruyne. Company. Nainggolan. And it's Januzaj. it's Hazard. Oh, he's got a crucial block in there. Oh, the whistle's gone. What's he given? The referee has given a free kick just outside the box.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Header! It's come back out! Goal! Belgium! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! He was really quick to react to the initial save, and he has his reward.
Well, for me, that's just pure predatory brilliance. It's not so much the finish, but the way he read the situation when nobody else was even alert to it. It's fantastic.
So we have a breakthrough.
Yeah, for me, this team seems to find it easier to attack than defend, but now they're going to need to dig in at the back a bit.
Throw it. Alderweireld goes looking, aimed long and direct. That was one quality pass away from being a very decent chance. Looked very promising.
Belgium seemed to have chosen a tougher route through the middle. That was easily read and dealt with.
Memphis Depay. Play for a goal kick. England. Alderweireld. The Netherlands haven't made a substitution yet. Forward it goes. Going through, shapes to shoot. Should have put that one away.
Well, he's definitely kept the side in the game then. That's really good positioning. They could have doubled their lead there.
The Netherlands can make their change now with a break in play.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
Belgium are clearly looking to kill this game off. It's keeping the ball away from the other end, too.
Sidwell.
This defence just doesn't trust itself to play a higher line.
Frightened of people getting in behind.
Yeah, absolutely. It just opens up the opportunity of not only strikers getting behind, but the runners from midfield too.
With a delicate ball. Has a hit! It's surely this time! Can he dig out a shot? And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside.
Well, it remains to be seen whether they can come up with that little bit of class to rescue this situation, and it needs to be any time now, really.
Simon Mignolet sends that a long way. It's got through to him. Oh, he's in! Can he get... has a hit! It's a goal! They have stolen level at the last! Well, how's that for a class finish?
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
All square again into the dying minutes. He's through the middle. And time is up. So it's ended in a draw, draft and graft and everything apart from a winning goal that never came. An intriguing contest and a result which at least partly satisfies all. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Yeah, this looked the most likely outcome, but we've had a good variety in this game, despite it being anticlimactic.
So perfect blue skies, almost no wind, beautiful yellow sunshine. These are conditions for the beautiful game. At least that is how it should be. The backdrop could not be any more idyllic. The players are with us now. The crowd is in good number and in shirt-sleeve order. It is lovely to be able to breathe fresh air without having to wrap oneself up to the gills, and simply to turn up and to enjoy a match that matters to so many. This place simply a monument to the game. So much prestige, so much pride, so much passion whenever football is played here. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Sidwell. Hit long and direct. Ndidi goes looking. Ball's out on the left now. Drills one in. And he's there to hoof it away. Plays it out to the wing. And now they can launch a counter.
Oh, super tackle. They were outnumbered and under the cosh. That had to be spot on, and it was.
It's got through. Can he finish? Goal, the Netherlands!
Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they perfected that on the training ground, because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front, and they really commit forward in numbers too. It was all very well drilled.
The Netherlands draw first blood here.
And that ought to be the trigger for a really exciting and entertaining game from here on.
Made into space out wide. Going through. And he's got the ball glued to his feet. Shapes the shoot! No, not this time.
The Netherlands can defend those situations better by stopping the crosser at source.
It's Iheanacho. Nigeria, very keen on the aerial route.
Look, if you're good at it and instructed to carry on doing it, then you find a way of making it work, and they are.
Has been clubbed away. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Hardly anything between the sides, and it's 1-0. Oh, great ball! We hit half-time, so there you have it. A close-fought half of football, but one that still had its moments, but ultimately produced just one goal. More than decent game up to now. Do it back on the first 45 minutes.
The Netherlands haven't played that badly. Getting caught again on the counter-attack is unlikely. They're switched on to that and still very much in this game.
The Netherlands come off having scored the only goal of the game so far. It's been tight, it's been exciting. There's certainly plenty for us to chew on during the break. But we are already promptly back underway.
The Netherlands going well here, and they're in a good position to kick on and add to their lead. They don't have to overcommit, but they can place more emphasis on stretching their advantage without necessarily neglecting things defensively.
And it's got through. Nicely controlled. Done very well to intervene. And it's Iwobi. Right through the middle. Your impression so far, Jim?
They're ahead, but they're not playing as if they are. There seems to be more of an emphasis on protecting their lead than adding to it. It's all gone a little timid.
Looking to get within range. And shoots! A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Shoots it out of harm's way. The Netherlands get it back again. Sidwell. Surely a shot. Going for goal. Oh, and that should have been two.
He got too ahead of himself there, thinking how he could have made things safe.
Nigeria can make their change now with a break in play.
Well, you have to feel a little for the player being taken off here. I think he's been made the scapegoat after that, but I guess something had to be done. I suppose it did need a little change.
It's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. Trying to play it through.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
Sidwell. And the counter is on. Played out to the right. This could fall anywhere. Surely it's bounced out. It just took too long getting forward.
Peter, the best counter-attacks are pacey and incisive, we know that, and that one never really got going.
Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. The Netherlands in it by the only goal. Result, no question, the most important thing, however it came. Final score, 1-0.
Well, that was a hard-fought win with a defensive masterclass. They backed up their goal with a resilience that was first class.
That's it for today. Thank you, Jim, and goodbye. Inter Milan starting then their new European campaign here this evening. seems such a short time ago that we were celebrating the end of the previous competition, but that is life at the top end of European football, and indeed the mood here is one of great anticipation and excitement. We are ready to go again. So what a stage for the players to take to here ahead of such an important game. So, are we ready for another edition of this tournament? I think we are.
Well, what are we waiting for, Peter? Let's get the show on the road. This competition brings a special sense of occasion because of its history and tradition. And I guess we feel privileged to have worked on it over the years and remembering some of the great moments. And I sincerely hope we're in for more starting right now.
There's the whistle, and here we go. João Miranda positions himself well and cuts it out. De Bruyne. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Now it's Candreva. Nainggolan looks to dink one in. Nainggolan needed to come up with a better ball.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
Now it's Icardi, played out to the right. Berselko plays it back in.
Inter have been making some good inroads down the right. Berselko clearly looking the key component now with the concentration on width. Well, the defence have two choices: deal with the man or deal with the space.
Nainggolan. And it's Berselko. Well positioned to make that interception. Get that clear. That's great strength on the ball. Can he put it away? Worth a try. Shame about the outcome.
Mauro Icardi certainly showed brilliant imagination there to take on such a high tower of skill. Yeni Malatyaspor have opted to really stretch the game now.
Yeah, that's pretty evident, but what's their thinking?
It looks as if the opposition are happy to defend.
Great lead! And it's a goal! And however many surrounded him, that is what he can do.
Well, I think that defence there thought they were in good position and they had him where they wanted, yet somehow he's worked the scoring position when it didn't see him on. It's really crafty business, that.
So the deadlock broken by the underdogs. Perisic. Nainggolan. D'Ambrosio. Perisic. João Miranda. He's made sure that that won't get through. That's the whistle for half-time. So there you have it, a close-fought half of football, but one that still had its moments, but ultimately produced just one goal. A more than decent game up to now.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
Already up and running for the second half.
Inter don't need to press the panic button just yet. They may have to tweak their setup first if they don't grab an early goal in the second half. They can't hold back though.
Sidwell. Berselko. It's Candreva. Beautifully done. Played in by Candreva. And through to the goalkeeper. Now by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here. Skriniar battles to win it back. Javi Garcia plays it forward. D'Ambrosio. Forward it goes. There's some activity down on the touchline. Seems there's going to be a change. And it's Keita. Chip through. And that's been levered clear. There'll be a throw-in. Keeps everyone guessing. And it's for Salko. A chance! It's anyone's ball. And he heaves it forward. Gorgeous control there. Over to the left.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Icardi with a shot! Really well taken goal. That was glorious. Pinpoint accuracy.
You know what was notable in that, Peter, was the fact that he didn't try to blast it. He chose placement instead and delivered a peach.
Inter Milan grab the equaliser and we're all square.
Inter surely know by now that they've put so much work into producing the equaliser that they'll battle on for a winner. You know, it's all one-way traffic for them now, and they simply have to capitalise on it.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Nainggolan, out to the left it goes. D'Ambrosio. Nainggolan, it's on a play, he's gone for it! And time is up. Inter Milan claim 1 point on day one. It's a fair start. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
I don't think they'll be too upset about that. 1 point is okay, and steering clear of an opening loss keeps the mood in the dressing room upbeat and confident that better results await.
just knock on my door. Why did these keep tripping every time I have a vision? They be closing the door. Why did these women stand next to the money and hope that they get on the blogs? Why does my mama keep...
Well, hello and welcome to what amounts to football heaven. It doesn't get a whole lot better than this. The conditions are utopian. The sky is blue and the players are with us for a football match so widely and keenly anticipated. Truly, this is pristine, and the level of expectation and excitement is reflected in the smiling faces of the crowd. They know it means so much, and they also experience between them a great sense of privilege at being able to attend this most special of games. The colours of the Nerazzurri prevalent all around us. This is the Giuseppe Meazza, as we all remember it. It is our understanding that they've gone with a 4-5-1.
Well, this setup, Peter, can be very defensive if that midfield is in place purely to form a protective layer in front of the back four. But it can also be the launchpad to very quick counter-attacks. If you can offer pace and accuracy on the front foot, it can have a devastating effect, actually, at the offensive end of the pitch too.
And that gets things running.
Look, this isn't likely to be decided by the best formation or a tactical game plan. When you meet the enemy, it's all about heart and passion and who wants it more. This won't be soft and gentle.
Bonucci with a good steal, well played. A real chance to break. Brozovic. Vecino. Nicely built. Bernardeschi! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
It didn't quite come off on this occasion, but it only needs a gentle tweak.
Perisic, he's left his man, he's had a shot! Goal! Inter! Pretty simple finish in the end, what do you think, Jim?
Yeah, and teamwork was key to that. A beautiful piece of engineering to set him free in the box.
Well, that has certainly made things interesting. Ball's loose, who's getting there? Going through, played down the flank. Big chance here! He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Out to the left it goes. And it's Alexandro. Cristiano Ronaldo. Can he score? Good stop, that wasn't easy.
Well, what can I say? Truly wonderful goalkeeping.
Oh, smart save. Well weighted. He's got away. Great run this, he's coming. Big chance! It's in! Hot knife Morata, they have done it again. Well, you've got to say the odds on him missing from there were very slim.
Yeah, it looks simple, Peter, but it requires intelligent use of space and good understanding to pull it off.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
That second goal has such a polarising effect on prospective moods. I mean, one team are under more pressure now to get the next goal, and the other will fancy their chances of turning 2 into 3.
Forward it goes. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Pes20 sends that a long way. Pjanic, looking for space out wide, looking to shoot! And he's there to make a great save.
The keeper really dug out his defence then, a magnificent effort.
Sidwell. Over to the left. Perisic looking to get on the end of this. Has a shot! And he's there to hoof it away. A decent effort as the first half draws to a close. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
Inter Milan go in at half-time on a comfortable 2-goal cushion. That's the start of the second half. Matuidi. João Cancelo. Bernardeschi. And it's Matuidi. And it's got through. And that's been repelled. Pjanic. Khedira. And that's been levered clear. And it's been taken straight back. It's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. Sidwell tries to get it forward quickly.
This defence is wary about opposition pace.
So they're just not getting too tight.
Yeah, they know that if they step up, their keeper could get a whole lot busier.
Sidwell. That's Vecino. He's gone for it. It's anyone. Shoots! They are rampant. And the lead is 3. It is surely done. Pes20 did well the first time. Nothing he could do about the follow-up.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
Checks on the touchline, a change about to occur.
Well, you have to feel a little for the player being taken off here. I think he's been made the scapegoat after that, but I guess something had to be done. I suppose it did need a little change.
Inter Milan take a 3-goal lead, and they are romping out of sight. Dybala. Pjanic really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Matuidi. Vecino battles to win it back. João Cancelo. It's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. It's Dybala, just brushed off the ball there. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Doesn't get the pass he's looking for. João Cancelo passes it forward. Going through. Last chance, perhaps. Chino plays it forward. Alex Santo. Kadira. Matuidi. Out to the left it goes. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Inter Milan, very much the dominant side, almost the only side. Every time they got on the ball, they look like scoring. It is a landslide. Well, how will we look back on that?
Inter made their intentions clear that nothing else but a win would do. These games are always tough, you know, it's not always about form, it's not always about class or style, it's about pride, and they showed loads of that. Their attitude was spot on today.
So that's it from us. Many thanks go to Jim Beglin, and goodbye from us.